Everybody talk about overtime, overtime, overtime. The commission has put in place a clear overtime management system. She's clear on that, but we're not going to cut pennies to save lives. I don't want to hear those defund the police characters tell us how much are we spending.
The reason people are talking about overtime is because NYPD spending on overtime has cost taxpayers over $1 billion in the last fiscal year.
Whatever we need to spend to save the lives of New Yorkers and to keep the city safe, we're going to spend it. That is period. And so we're not going to be defensive about people saying, well, overtime is up. Yeah, overtime is up because we have 3,000 protests in the city. Yes, we got to take guns off the street.
Yes, there have been a lot of protests in the city, but what is not actually keeping New Yorkers safe is spending extra money to deploy violent units like the SRG to crack down on First Amendment protected protest and abuse New Yorkers and rack up even more fees that we have to pay out in settlements because of police misconduct.
We're not apologizing for spending money to save New Yorkers. We're going to be smart about it. We're not going to allow abuse, but we're going to use whatever resources we need to keep New Yorkers safe.
Of course, everyone wants to feel safe, but what's going to keep people safe is actually making the investments in healthcare, housing, the types of supports that people need, not just spending all of that money on NYPD overtime and more cops.